obviously I got a year of experience under my belt, and, everybody has that first college football game jitters, coming as a freshman. I ain't played anything, what I'm saying, on the college football level. And so just having that year under my belt, getting that first game out the way, preparation-wise and everything else, it just feels like another game to me, just leading up to another first opening game.
I guess, Peter, we asked you about this it's earlier in the fall, but obviously weighing in at 319. I mean, was it something where you tried, to get in the 290s? Was it just that you worked so hard, you built more muscle? Like, why do you think it ended up where it ended up?
Kind of like you just said, it's just like a body fat, body percentage things. Like, mine is just kind of so low at my weight that, I feel great at where I'm at right now. And so, you don't really want to get too lean. You might get a paper cut or something, Still got to play football. But right now, where I'm at, I feel great. So.
Are you still trying to cut weight, or you just gotta stay in the 300s?
Nah, my body's kind of gotten used to like where I'm at and just moving with this size. I just kind of let the season just kind of take over like like my conditioning and stuff like that. I'm not really doing no extra stuff that I haven't done in the previous years or seasons.
Here we know we'll see you on the edge at times this season. How much do you enjoy that versatility?
I love it. It's probably my favorite part about football, just being able to, not being able to get picked on and like he's gonna be here, he's gonna be there. I could pretty much be anywhere from any given snap. So that's probably my favorite thing about it.
You said one time you came here to play in big games. Does this qualify for you as a big, even though it's the opener and still a lot of season left, does this qualify as one of those big games?
Yeah, 100%. It's an amazing opportunity. Georgia's got a great football team. Coach Smart's done a great job, and no bigger opportunity than this to be able to play the number one team in the nation right now.
Does it matter to the players? Do you pay any attention to it? Because when game day comes on Saturday, they're probably all going to pick against Clemson. National media is going to say Georgia's going to win. Does that matter?
I didn't really know that. I don't really pay attention to much of that, but what matters is what we believe in our facility and within our team, and we feel very confident, and that's just all just based off preparation. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Last time these two teams met in Charlotte 3 years ago, neither offense scored a touchdown. It was a 10-3 game. How excited does that get you as a defensive lineman to be in a game like that, where a lot of people are expecting much of the same in this meeting, that the defenses are going to be controlling the game for the most part?
Well, I wasn't here in 2021, obviously, and there's really no way of telling what the course of the game is going to look like. Defensive game, offensive game, blowout. We have no way of knowing, but I will say that I'm super excited about the fact that I'm on defense and I have a say so about that. So that's about it.
Peter, for it to finally be a game week, is there a different buzz, a different energy level inside this building as you get ready to go play finally?
Nah. I'll just say, just like Kay told us a couple of days ago, if your mindset's different now than it was 3 weeks ago, you ain't ready. So that's kind of been the message that, we've just kind of just driving guys' heads. It's like we started playing this game 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 5 months ago, whenever we got done with Kentucky. So that's just something that we're doing right now.
Did you ever talk to Christian Wilkins about making this move when he was here this summer? Did the coaches talk to you that Christian had made that move, what you're doing?
Yeah, and the crazy part is it was the exact same year. I didn't even realize that it was from his freshman to sophomore year when he made the switch, and which ironically was also a national championship year. So hopefully that carries over too. But he just gave me a lot of good advice of just not forgetting what you've been taught from your coaches, and just translating. There's a lot of things that translate between the two positions, but really it's all in the same.
I keep hearing that word, opportunity. I guess that's a buzzword for you guys right now. What does that mean? What does opportunity mean to you?
Just to be able to go out and just put on display to the world, what we can do, what we've been working on as a team, and what bigger platform to be able to do that than to play such a team as good as Georgia. And that's just what the opportunity comes from when I'm speaking about it now.
Peter, in your mind, what are the biggest differences between playing inside versus this opportunity to play a little bit more on the outside and transitioning back and forth mid-game?
I would say it just changes like your assignment. I mean, one person holds the edge of the defense and one person stops anything that comes in the middle, and that's about as simple as it gets for me in my head. Is just assignment. That's it.
Peter, Phil said that this game is kind of like a playoff game to get this opportunity as game one. Do you guys feel the pressure to be playoff ready?
It's not pressure. It's more of a standard. And, you know, being a Clemson football player, a Clemson athlete, there's a standard that we all hold each other to and that we try to uphold ourselves. And so I wouldn't say that the word is pressure, but definitely that we feel the standard is to be playoff ready by the first time that we snap the ball.
We watched a bunch of games in that field down there, and we're excited to play in just a totally brand new venue like that.
Yeah, it's exciting. I've been to a couple games like in that dome. You know, I'm not too far away from Atlanta, so any NFL games that I caught were probably over in Atlanta. But it's exciting. I know it's going to be a great atmosphere.
On stage just told us that this offensive line will definitely be better than it was last season. A lot of guys coming back. Lost Will Putnam, but everybody else back. Have you felt that way in practice going against these guys every day?
Yeah, I 100% agree. You know, everybody's got another year of experience under their belt. Got guys coming in that are filling some great depth positions, and I mean, it just comes to just those guys having another year together and just being a unit, because that's all offensive line is about, just making sure that they're together on one accord. And I see that, you know, that's on and off the field. That's them hanging out off the field and, you know, doing things that just translate onto the field.
We started talking to Bill Maffa about his just kind of mentality flip. Obviously a quiet guy, but on the field a tough one. With you, growing up, your dad's a pastor, you sing gospel music and stuff like that. How do you switch? How do you become the person you?
You just said it. It's just like a switch. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, I'm a really nice guy, and, you know, I love the Lord, and that is my foundation to the day that I die. Outside of football, I just crash out. I guess that's the term that we like to use. We like to use the term crash out, and, you know, I've talked about my whys before, and just when that kind of overwhelms you, it just makes you play It makes you play harder, and for so many more reasons than just yourself. And I mean, why not? Like, what you leaving it out there for? That's kind of my mindset that I take onto the field. It's never like I'm gonna do something to hurt this dude, but it's always like, you know, I'm gonna play to the best of my ability. I'm gonna play as hard as I can for as long as it takes, and that's just kind of how it comes off as, I guess.
Any questions for Peter virtually? Anybody else in the room?
Peter, I know you've learned a lot from year one to year two, but as far as running down the hill, what have you taken from year one that you can incorporate as far as improvement or changing your mentality for year two?
Oh, I ain't changing nothing. I'm a skipper. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not running down the hill. I ain't the one that's gonna jump off the thing like Ronan Hannafan does and do the little Spider-Man thing. Cause I can see that going so wrong. I'm not even gonna try it. So I'm a little trot. That's about all. That's about all I got for y'all. That's about it.
The skipper.
Yeah, the skipper.
How much of a factor were Georgia and Kirby Smart in your recruitment? Your professionals on like offer visits, were they a finalist at all? Anything for you as you kind of figured out where you wanted to go?
I mean, obviously they recruited me. I was close to the state of Georgia, and they did a really good job recruiting me. But really, it was just, you know, nothing, no knock on Georgia or anything for why they didn't get me. But, you know, when Clemson just overwhelms you with so much stuff that you can. I've said this before about when y'all asked about Alabama. So many things that you just can't say no to. You know, the people and the culture, and just the opportunity to become a better man, and being coached by such great coaches, and being in the room with such great players. I mean, that's just 6 things I just rolled off my tongue, you know, just sitting in front of you guys. So when somebody offers you that, you know, you just can't say no to it, you know. There might be good things at other places too, but that's kind of what I got from that.
What does it mean for this defense having Barrett Carter come back?
Barrett Carter, he's a stud, man. He's like the quarterback on the defensive side of the ball, and you know, he'll get us lined up when we don't know what we're doing, because he's just done it so many times, and you know, he's gonna be great. I've seen him get better every year that I've been watching and been playing with him, and so I'm just excited to see what he's gonna do this year. Like, he's a stud. He's special.
Peter, first game of the year, playing down in Atlanta, playing the #1 Georgia. What's on the pregame playlist? How you getting hyped?
Oh man, I got a pretty versatile pregame playlist. I usually, like, on the bus, I start off with like some smooth R&B just to get me, like, you know what I'm saying, just in the heights. I cut on a little gospel music, you know what I'm saying, so I get right with my maker, you know what I'm saying. And then it's like right before we get on the field, when we're doing a little walk the field, a little whoop-de-whoop, I'm gonna throw on like you know, something that's gonna turn me up, like some young boys, and little baby, something that's gonna get me in that mode to like play football. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nothing soft playing like right before you get ready to play football. So that's just kind of where I'm at.
Have you had that routine for a while, kind of
Yeah, since
switching
high
back?
school. Like that was kind of something I developed in high school. Like I'm in the locker room, I'm listening to that. As soon as I step on that field, it's something completely different. So.
George Strait for you?
Say it again.
George Strait for you?
Oh, no, that's not on the playlist. That's not on the playlist.
Anybody else for Peter?
I did crack up when the college football game came out.
Yeah.
And you posted your picture. What were your thoughts on the way that you look? And, you know, do you move yourself to the end around? What do you do with yourself?
Oh yeah, I move myself around a lot, like on the game. But as for my appearance, I just want my face scanned. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to look something like me. I don't even look really. I don't know. Y'all might think different. Don't tell me that, but I want to look something like me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sends me, he's like, "Oh, this don't look like you." Ha ha ha. You know, now it's a laughing stock instead of a game. You know, so.
Do any of the players look like themselves on there to you?
I don't know. I don't think I've like looked that much into it to actually be like, yeah. No, I don't think I have. Possibly though.